Bonjour, fashionistas. Welcome to Project Runway, Season 15, Episode 5, Sink or Swim.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Ow. Have you guys heard this new song from Bruno Mars? It just came out this week.
I've got to say, I love it because I'm such a Bruno Mars fan. I'm obsessed. Loves it.
It's his first single in 4 years.
Well, about bloody time, I say.
It's so good. And then Mark Ronson is part of the song too, just like his last big hit. So this is my groove right now. Well, let's get into the fashion groove, Fashion Fridays. This was a very fun episode because it's Heidi's fashion line. Her swimwear line.
And I'm just going to say, I love Heidi. I was just watching her today because they actually had a list come out this week of the top 20 highest paid TV hosts. Oh. And I think Heidi was on around number 6 or number 7. And I was thinking to myself, I'm not sure if she's worthy of that when I just saw that because she obviously bet so many amazing hosts. And then I saw her today, quirky self and just, being around and just, I don't even know what I'm saying, but her personality is so unique and she's just so unique, I guess, and so quirky. So I was like, she deserves that, I have to say.
Heidi has a very cool way of explaining things and being herself.
Yes.
She's very quirky, like you said, and she's got her fun German accent, and she comes in the room and she's able to command attention very easily. Yeah. Yes, she's beautiful. Yes, she has stage presence, but then when she talks, she's smart.
Well, I guess we got to tell our audience where they can follow us and tweet at us. We totally forgot that. Yeah.
Well, sometimes I say it at the beginning, sometimes I say it at the end.
I do both. I'm like, I can plug myself away as much as I can.
Do it, Dan.
Well, you can find me on the Instagram at Dan Babic. That's DanBabic, bitches. And the Twitter's the same, but just an underscore after my last name.
And you can find me at The Runway Queen on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Snapchat.
Ooh, so this episode, what did you think, Amanda?
First of all, damn! All those models' bodies, they are amazing! You can tell that every single model up there works out, takes care of herself, looks incredible, is healthy and strong and fit.
Totally. I was actually, I know all the designers were really scared of this particular challenge, especially Cornelius, who's had a bit of an ego the whole time, but I was super excited for it. I thought it's an interesting thing to do.
Yes, and not every designer sets out to make swimwear.
Yeah.
However, you shouldn't limit yourself because as we see with Dexter, he's like, oh, well, I guess I'm a swimsuit designer now. Like, he really loved it.
Totally.
And you never know what parts of your personality are going to come out with different challenges and different things that present themselves to you on a competition show.
Totally. One thing because I'm all about the plus size because I just think they're not represented enough. And Project Runway has been good because they have represented, plus size women and fuller figured women. But I think this challenge would have been much better if it was for plus size women. But I know it's for Heidi's line because, especially bathing suits for women who are a fuller figure, it's much more difficult. If you've got a model that can pretty much wear anything, I thought it would be nice to almost design for a woman of a bigger size.
I think that would be really fantastic. Yeah. However, with these designers, like any set of designers on Project Runway, it's already challenging for them to make a swimsuit.
Totally, yeah.
It might be too difficult to start making it for a different size because that's two things they're not used to doing. So doing a show with fuller figured women is awesome. Yeah. But I like dressing them for different events, different going out at night or something, like an evening wear dress or a day to night look or something like that. They've always included different aspects of life with the show. I like that they include the designers' moms sometimes will be
we love that. Yes, yeah. And they've always, and as you even know, as being a model on the show, different ethnicities. They've always been really good about representing.
I love that.
Yes.
I mean, that's part of what makes Project Runway special and what makes fashion so beautiful. And I think a lot of designers this fashion month. Have you guys seen all the shows from Paris, Milan, London, and New York?
I have.
Because the designers have really included a lot of different looks. And this is not just in certain collections. This is across the board. I feel that more brands and more designers are more aware of what the world wants to see and what people want to embody.
Totally, and the only one that really got a bit of criticism was Marc Jacobs at this fashion week, actually, because all of his models were super, super thin and, you know, had a very similar look. But I always say...
I think he was more criticized because of the hair. Because the hairstyle was dreadlocks, and people did not like that there were white models wearing dreadlocks.
Yeah.
However, it's a beautiful hairstyle.
It is.
And I think it looks good on everybody, and it was an interesting choice, and they weren't even trying to make them look literal. They were like rainbow colors.
Yeah, it's art.
It was a costume aspect. It was like art. It was like a wig, you know.
Yeah, because I have a theory, because everyone always says what comes first, the chicken or the egg, and a lot of people, because, you know, our models, you know, often do look the same in the past and have been similar sizes, and a lot of society blames the designers. But I always say that the designers are just giving the audience what they want to see. And that what we see on the runway and the sizes and the can't even talk today.
The ethnicities.
The ethnicities, correct, are actually just what we want to see. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to sell a product to us. And what we see on the runway is a reflection of what we actually truly want to see.
Well, speaking of representing all ethnicities, the Chanel show.
Yeah.
Karl Lagerfeld. I tweeted this. I Instagrammed it. I love it so much. They have a good group of models with different mixes of colors and ethnicities, but opening the show, 2 models that look like robots.
Yeah.
Not even like made up to look like robots, like a whole outfit, so it looked like there were 2 robots wearing Chanel suits, and it was amazing.
It was, and also we've also seen, you know, especially at all the recent fashion weeks, is minimal makeup as well. You know, we're seeing with Alicia Keys that makeup is fun and all of that, but you know, you are just as beautiful with or without makeup.
And they really did that with the Alexander McQueen show.
Yes.
It was very understated, but I think it was so cool because the clothes were the things that were speaking the loudest.
Yes, which I love.
But speaking of speaking the loudest, let's speak about the swimwear on the show.
I know, because today was interesting because the other layer to it was they had to design their own patterns for the bathing suits.
Yes, and another layer, a cover-up.
A cover-up, which I think is good because you know sometimes, you know, women want to be covered up as well. You don't want to just be boobs are rolling out there. You want to cover up before you go to the beach and be a bit more conservative. And
well, especially with how hot it gets at the beach. I mean, you want to get some sun, but you want to have time where you can cover up, and especially if you're going to have something to eat after, if you're going to go to the cabana.
Yeah, or walk to the the kiosk, as we call them in Australia, to get a popsicle or, you know, some fries.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Oh, just quickly, before we break down all the designs, I wanted to know what you thought about Cornelius kind of admitting that he was struggling a bit. Do you think that was refreshing to see, a bit more of a real side of him?
Well, I really like that he was being honest with us because he had a chance to have, like, in the first few episodes, he was trying to almost create a character of himself.
He was, yeah.
And now he's just being him.
Yeah.
And that's great. And I think he wound up with a cute swimsuit. It's not something that fits into Heidi's collection.
Yeah.
But I think people would wear it.
Totally.
But I think high-waisted, the thing about high-waisted bottoms is that has kind of already had its moment.
Yes.
It was a big trend about 2 years ago, and let me just say, I love that trend.
Same.
And I still wear mine. Like, even though it's not like the new thing, I don't mind because I like wearing it. So.
Totally. Well, let's break down all the looks. I'm ready to break down the looks.
Let's get to the runway. Okay.
Woo.
This was sink or swim, so I'm just going to, you know, we're going to rate it, but also I'm going to say sink or swim at the end.
Yes.
Okay, so up first we have Alex Snyder, and I am so relieved that Heidi went to the workroom and talked to all the designers because it resulted in this magic.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I haven't really thought Alex was wowing us yet. He's a very talented designer, and he was putting forward cool looks, but this is by far his biggest moment. I love the way that the cover-up moved on the runway. It was so effortless, and I really think this is a swim, and I would give it a 9.
Oh, there you go. A swim. I'm giving it a swim as well. I gave it a 7.5. My favourite thing about it is the colour palette and his pattern that he created, because I think a lot of the other designers, they were reflective of other designers' work that I've seen before.
Yes.
Whereas his pattern was one of the most unique, so he's putting his own stamp on it. My greatest strength was the back with the cover up. I thought that was amazing, but because the back was such a strong statement, I would have liked to see more from the front, but I did love his pattern, so I gave him a 7.
Nice.
Swim,
All
swim,
right.
swim.
Well, let's move on to the next designer. We have Brick Allen, who did a brick print, which is kind of like, well, I was like, is this going to be just boring? But then the model came out and I loved it.
Yeah.
You could tell she liked it herself. I like how they're little boy shorts.
Yeah.
And I think that the silhouette is flattering. I think a lot of people would wear it if they want to go for a more sporty look. And the cover-up added to it. It made it more interesting than just bricks. The colors that he pulled from complemented the swimsuit. And I think that this is something that I could see several different age groups wearing. I don't know if...
Fits in with Heidi's collection, though.
Yeah. It's not Heidi Klum. It's not like va-va-voom sex appeal.
Yeah, yeah.
But I still think it's a solid swimsuit, and I would give it a 7.5.
And you're gonna let it
It's
swim?
a swim.
It's a swim.
It's a swim.
I'm also swimming. I'm gonna give it a 6. I actually thought the brick idea was super cute because it's such a risk, and I think it's so funny and you know, and just reflective of who he is, but it's not reflective of who Heidi is. And her brand. I think it's something more that would is fitting with, you know, Jeremy Scott or something more comedic or Anna Sui. But I really, you know, like a risk. The problem I actually do have with this, and it's just a personal taste thing, is the colour palette. I always want to steer away from those oranges within a bikini because I think often when you are at the beach, you do get a little bit red from the sun. And I think it can sometimes bring out...
And then it makes you look orange everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I think I just always think, you know, when women are buying bathing suits, it's just if you're going to stay out of the sun, then I recommend going with the oranges. But I think often that is the one colour I always recommend not going near with bathing suits because it actually, once you're in the sun, it doesn't complement your skin tone because, you know, you obviously get a bit red, you get hot. But I do think it was a solid design, but just didn't think enough about would it fit into Heidi's collection, so I gave it a 6. But swim.
But this model makes it a higher number for me.
And
this model, she made it. She really sold
totally.
it.
I mean, you can see, and the most important thing, I feel like that's where a woman is most vulnerable when she's in a bathing suit.
Yes.
And you know, it's such a stressful thing, you know, when it comes to that time of year and having to buy it. And so if you're...
It is.
Doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter if you're a model yourself or, you know, if you're, you know...
You want it to just be right.
Yes, and you can tell she loves it.
Let's go on to Cornelius. Cornelius, this was the much talked about look in the workroom, the much fretted about by Cornelius. And it wound up being very cute. I think he pulled it together. I think it actually fit the model well. He made some good alterations to the bust.
Yeah.
Fit. And the straps that he added, I think, were the best idea. I think he was going to do a strapless top at first.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you feel... He was even asking the model, which I love that they included the conversation with the model.
Totally.
Because he was asking her how she felt.
Totally. Again, with the swimsuit, it's such a vulnerable thing. No one, 99.9% of us aren't like, let's go to the beach in our swimsuit. So it's important that the model feels comfortable.
Yeah, and I think it was very cool that he wanted her hair to be big. I like that look a lot.
Yes.
I think that this model brings something special to the look. And, you know, the high-waisted thing, he made it look cool. And I like the cover-up. I mean, it was one of those looks in the middle of the pack. It wasn't like, oh my God, wow.
Yeah.
But for me, it's effective, and I gave it a 6. And I'm saying it's just like on the diving board. It doesn't know if it's going to sink or swim.
Well, I actually gave it a sink.
Yeah.
But I just think because first of all, when you're thinking, I always think about the client when you're designing something. So who am I designing for? The model, her shape, and then obviously Heidi's swimwear brand. And I think she has got, what's Beyonce's sister's name?
Solange.
Solange. The model has a bit of a Solange Knowles type vibe about her. And I think, look at her beautiful hair, look how playful and fun she is. Why wouldn't you go with beautiful bright colours to complement her skin tone? I like the bikini top. I thought it was super cute, but I can't deal with the cover up. I hate it. It looks like they just chucked a bunch of satin around her and just tied it up and said she'll be down for the runway. So
yeah, it's like she's wearing a towel or something.
Yeah, I thought it was disgusting. So I gave it a 4.5.
Okay.
But definitely not the worst look, but it was definitely a sink for me.
Yeah, it was just not exciting.
No lifeguard will be saving her, that's for sure.
Oh.
And black.
And then next we have Dexter. Oh, what were you going to say about the color?
Like, I don't think it's just really too heavy for
A Day at the Beach.
a day at the beach. Yeah, way too heavy.
Now, Dexter was the one who wound up really liking the challenge.
Yeah.
He and by the way, all these designers had to design these prints on a computer.
Yeah.
So it was different than going to Mood. They were going to Mood for the supplemental fabrics.
Yeah.
You know, to make the cover-ups and what have you.
Yeah.
But they were mainly, designing this print, and thank goodness Dexter went with these bright colors. This is very swimwear friendly. It's something that I respond to. I think it looks good. It does not look like Heidi Klum.
Yes, not at all.
And it's not something that I could see a lot of people ordering online.
Yes.
It is fun for the runway.
Yes.
I think he did really great for the runway, but for actual sales, it's a no.
Totally.
And based on that, it's a sink. Even
Yes.
though I was happy with how happy he felt with the look.
Yeah.
So that's how I graded that one. Oh, and it's a 5.
5. Can I just have a look again on your phone? I want to have a look at the close-up.
Oh yeah. This
Yeah,
is we're looking at a monitor in here, so
Perfect.
sometimes we
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
see the close-up.
Do you know what? I actually I thought it had a bit of a Britney Slave for you-esque vibe at the VMAs.
Yes.
I actually personally liked it, but I think it's one of those things that people would either love or hate. I love the mixture of patterns, and I think it was a risk with the bikini and then with the cover-up. I thought it had a Diane von Furstenberg vibe.
The cover-up does nothing for me.
Oh, see, I really like it. I really
Okay.
like the mixture of the combination of the greens and the grey and the white and the mustard. So I actually really like it, but I just don't think it's Heidi Klum.
No.
And I gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
But I'm giving it a swim, but as I said, it's definitely the average consumer is not going to like it, and it is something that would either go one way or the other.
It's like it belongs in a catalog for like teens.
No, I disagree. I think
No?
it's no. I think it's fun. I do think it's really fun, but I think it's more ad campaigny. It's better for a photo shoot rather than something to be bought commercially.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. And then we have Erin Richardson, who is safe this week because she has immunity.
Yeah, yeah.
So she can't be eliminated. And then even earlier in the episode, she's chilling out in the apartment talking to Sarah. And she's like, I'm just going to chill this week. I'm not going to try to win. I'm just going to relax.
That.
But then she makes this incredible swimsuit. Like, even Erin, when she decides to be chill, this is just beautiful. And I saw it in the workroom and I was like, oh my God, this is great. I thought the neckline was very sexy. And it's one of those one pieces that, it had an interesting back to it. It's very low cut. It's more of a sexy one piece than I'm trying to be covered up one piece.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of thing that I personally 100% would buy. This is like one of my favorite swimsuits of the whole show. That's just a personal taste thing.
Yeah.
But as far as Heidi is concerned, I don't know that this color palette is something that she would do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little cute. Like, in a good way and also in a bad way for Heidi.
Yeah.
Heidi doesn't ever really go cute. She just goes all out sexy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just thought this was a really cool look. The cover-up flowed nicely with it. And this is something that I do see selling online. I do see it commercially appealing. I don't know if it's her brand, but on a different day with a different website, I think this would sell.
On ASOS, that would do so well.
Yes, this would sell 100% all day.
So what would you rate it out of 10? And it's obviously swim.
I mean, for me, I know this is not necessarily a Heidi Klum swimsuit.
Yeah.
But I give this an 8, and I say swim all day.
Swim. I also give it a swim. I actually just had a little bit of a problem with Erin at the start of the episode. I think she's starting to get a bit of an ego about her, which I didn't like.
Really? I didn't see that.
Oh no, maybe I'm just being very judgmental, but I just felt like she was like, when you've won 2 already, like I'm just gonna phone it in, today. And I just didn't.
But it's not phoned in.
It's not phoned in, but I just think she is letting it get to her head a little bit. I do really like it. I thought with the back, it was a little too strappy. with the
Okay.
black. I just thought it was too much straps for the beach or, you know, for the poolside. But super cute. It's almost like if a celebrity has an appearance at a pool in Vegas.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
and there's a photo shoot, there's OK Magazine and all of that. But I mean, she's tremendous, and she's definitely one of the, well, I think the strongest contestants so far.
I like this model too, and the styling, how her hair's just sleek and smooth. I think it works.
And do you know what? You haven't seen it before. Like it's got it's got her own stamp on it. Like Victoria's Secret hasn't done that, and it's got that cool vibe where it's got that ASOS type.
Speaking of Victoria's Secret, it's like you have Victoria's Secret and then you have Pink.
Yeah.
And Pink is younger. And
Yeah.
so this is like Pink for Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Versus Heidi Wants to Do just full on Victoria's Secret.
Absolutely. So I gave it a 7. I just had problems with the straps at the back because I think it just makes it a little bit too heavy for the pool. But I do think it's a 7. I think, you know, a celebrity would definitely.
It's not too heavy for the pool for me because I don't really get in the pool that much.
Oh, so you're fine. You're like me. I don't get in the pool either because I've got my curl. I don't want to wreck it
I
up.
just want to lounge by the pool and have my drink, really.
Yeah, she's the type of girl that would wear wedges to the pool, like a
Yeah.
Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. She'd wear wedges. She'd have the, you know, the
She'd have
strawberry.
her jewelry on. And
Yeah,
her
We love
daiquiri.
it. Glamour pools, but yeah, great job, Erin. I was very impressed.
So then we have Jenny Resetti.
I hated Jenny.
I like saying her name, but I don't like this look.
Ugh.
And this is one of those things that, thank God she had a hot model,
Yeah,
because this is a hot mess.
it is. Yeah.
It is, I mean, she was not happy with her textile. She designed it on the computer. She said, this, you know, it looked more purple to me.
Yeah.
And now it looks too pink. Well, didn't you have a chance to go to Mood and get a supplemental fabric? Like, why didn't she get black or
Yeah.
something? She just got like another lavender to put
Yeah.
on the body cover-up thing, which was very bizarre. It was weird looking. I didn't hate it as much as the judges did.
Yeah.
I think it's just wrong for Heidi Klum. It's not a terrible silhouette. The actual swimsuit, if you take away the color,
It's constructed very brilliantly.
Yes, it's sewn well. It's
Yeah.
constructed well. It looks great on the model's body. It looks good on her boobs. Everything looks like it's held together and comfortable. And so I thought that, you know, the actual design of the swimsuit was good, but the coloring and the pattern, that's what made it so weird. If she had done this in just black and white, it would have been so much better. This is a sink, though, because overall it doesn't fit the challenge, and it's not what a lot of people want to end up looking like at the end of the day.
What'd you give it out of 10?
5. I would have gone lower, but I went with a 5 because of the construction.
Yeah, I gave it a 4. I was actually, my only positive about it was the construction of the bikini top. That was at a C folly quality. And the actual base of that without the pattern is something that could sell in C folly tomorrow, and you could sell that top for $180.
Yes.
And supports the girls very well.
Is Sea Folly Australian?
It is Australian, yeah.
Yes.
But Gigi Hadid's now the model ambassador for it.
I
So
love
yeah,
Gigi
so
Hadid.
it's huge here now because it's obviously in especially in Malibu and all along, you know, the West Coast and Huntington Beach and all of that. All the women are wearing that at the beach. But I think it's disgusting. I think I've got
Disgusting?
disgusting. I think I've got a really I think I've got a problem with Jen's taste level. And I think she was very lucky that she was safe today. And I really don't have much to say say about it. I'm very much with the judges on their thoughts. I agree with them 100%. But I'll give her the construction of that top. It's brilliant.
Right. Next up, we have Lawrence Bass, and this look was one of those looks that I really forgot about. This was so boring to me. And I'm sorry, I don't think a lot of women want to wear a white bathing suit. It's not very forgiving. It kind of shows everything, and
Got to be careful with the nipples with the white. That's always the
and
major.
if you get in the pool or in
Yeah.
the ocean, it's like see-through.
Yeah, I like white, but yeah.
But which is some people, they want it to be see-through, and
Yeah.
that's a different story. But with this, I also didn't like that it felt like she was wearing some kind of corset, and then it was just a weird bottom to go with the top. Like the top was so covered up. I thought the bottom should have been a little bit more skimpy.
Yeah.
Like it was just it was almost like an old-fashioned, like early 1900s, like at the beach, but like in a modern textile.
Yeah, it's just, we say feral in Australia. You guys only say that for feral cats, but feral is just gross.
This is the kind
Feral.
of thing that looks like Granny. I mean, but a Granny wouldn't pick it because it's white.
Yeah, it's modern, yeah.
I don't even know how it was safe. I would have put it in the bottom 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, yeah.
To me, this looks sinks, and I gave it a 4.
Yeah, I gave it a 4.5. I don't understand the pattern. Like, what is that? Is that an eye? I really am not understanding it. The only positive I've got is because of the pattern where it does come in at a waist, it does give her a little bit of a figure. Like, it cinches her in at the waist, which is important with white. I was excited by the designer's choice of using white at first because, as we said, it is hard to use because you've got to be mindful of everything. But I always think of, Marilyn Monroe, and she rocked a couple of white one-pieces. So I was interested.
I think, but to me, this is a 2-piece, no?
Yeah. No, it is a two.
It's a tankini.
Oh, yeah, tankini, yeah. But it does. It has the one-piece look, and I was excited to see it. But I just, I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. It's got no aesthetic, and I really wanted to know what they were thinking. And 4.5.
In my opinion, if you're gonna do a one-piece for Heidi Klum, it had better be high cut on the legs.
Yeah, it's very.
It's just too boxy. It just looks, and this model is gorgeous, and she doesn't look boxy, but the swimsuit does that to her body, so that's automatic.
And that's how they design the children's wear bathing suits, actually. So, when you go to water parks, and then you can buy the water parks swimsuits logo and stuff. That's the exact design of them that the kids can buy.
Oh.
And that's what it reminded me of. So it's really not fashion forward at all.
No, boring.
Yeah. Boring.
Boring and boxy.
Boxy.
Then we have Majing, which in the workroom they were like, "Are you really using denim?"
Yeah.
And then he was able to do something more light and airy with the cover up.
Yeah.
Which thank God he did, because he was gonna do a denim wrap dress to go with it. It's like, dude, what is this? Where is she going?
Yeah.
But when the model came out, it was great.
Yeah, beautiful.
Majing was able to take Heidi Klum's advice and Tim Gunn's advice and really do something incredible. And I love that he listens to the critiques.
Yeah.
He's so smart to do that. And he really created something that I feel most women would really want to wear.
I agree.
These bottoms, they're still sexy and cute in the back, but they cover in the front where you want it to be covered.
Yeah.
You have, if you, want to cover that pooch area, you can, pull it up a little.
Totally.
But, I love the colors. I love the use. Now, you were saying earlier that you weren't a fan of orange and red.
See, I like it in this case. Done right, yeah.
Yeah, this is done so much better because it's sexier.
Yeah.
More figure flattering. The cut of the top. I like how it crisscrosses and wraps around and ties in the back. And this model, every episode when she comes out, she's my favorite.
Yeah.
She's so chic and classy and gorgeous. She's my favorite. I gotta figure out her name.
As Britney Spears would say, I was thinking when I was watching you walk down the runway, I'm like, you make me ooh. I'm just every time I see him, it's ooh, so amazing. So if Britney was a judge on Project Runway, she'd be like, sweetie, you made me ooh. That's great. That's my Britney impression. Because Britney's very much like that.
Yes, I love Britney.
It made me ooh.
I don't know, again, if this is Heidi Klum Intimates, or not Intimates, Heidi Klum Swimwear.
I think it is.
But I think it's a really strong piece, and I think it's a 9 for me.
Ooh.
I thought it was going to be in the top 3. I think swim all day.
Yeah, I gave it a 7.5.
Okay.
But just because the reason I did, because I am comparing it to some of the other ones, so I can't give it an 8 or a 9 when I thought others were an 8 or 9.
Yes.
But as I said, I don't typically like this colour, but his mixture of patterns created a really, really beautiful look. And I love that he takes a risk, but then I love that he listens.
Yes.
He was so, it's such a frantic thing to be given, a challenge and having to do that in such a short time with a budget and under all the pressure. And you really are given a lifeline when you have Tim Gunn and Heidi come in there. And I love that he listens and he follows his own aesthetic and stays true to who he is, but then he's also adaptable and wants to learn and grow. And I think he's one of my favourites, and I really, really am impressed, and I think it's a beautiful piece. And I think it's a high-end piece. I think it's a designer piece.
Yes.
$750, $800 that would sell for.
It could, depending on the name.
Depending on the name, yes.
Yes.
But stunning.
For selling online, no, you couldn't price it that high.
No way,
order it.
But something like a Leger, if they did a swimwear line, they could sell that, or a Hermes.
Yes.
Yeah, for that price point.
Okay, and I like how he uses his denim. People might get tired of the denim, but he uses it so well.
So, by the way, Ahmed, you should try and do a swimwear line and employ him. He would really lift that, I reckon. I could see him do a swimwear line for Ahmed.
Yes. Ooh. Natalia J-Mag is up next.
Ugh.
And this is one of those looks that, to me, it didn't do anything for me. I've seen it before. This is something that I feel is out there already. It's not exciting. I don't want to spend too much time talking about this look. It's just a floral printed bikini with a little top. It's nothing. I mean, at least the cover up is sort of interesting from the back. I like that she cut it into a slit, like a V in the back.
Yeah, cute.
This is just one of those, it's like, it's constructed well, it looks good. Okay, I'll give it a 5 because she did put the effort in, but it's safe. And, I mean, I say sink because it doesn't make me excited.
Doesn't make you ooh. If Brittany, once again, Brittany would say, it doesn't make me ooh. I gave it a 4. What's with the purples? Everyone that's failed today and sunk is using the purples. I'm not sure what's...
It's just not sexy. This is too juvenile.
It's too, like, ugh, I can't even deal with it. It's too, like, pansies and, like, it's the top's not big enough and it's not fitted. It almost looks like she's wearing a bra that's too small for... I just hate it. I really can't handle it. I don't even want to give it time for... Lucky yourself.
Okay, Rick Villa.
Oh my God.
Wait, nope.
Not Rick Villa.
Okay, it's okay. We'll talk about...
Oh, there we are. There's Rick, yep.
I was going to say we'll talk about the other one first, but Rick, this is something that came down the runway, and I wish we had a picture of it with the cover up on her.
Totally, yeah.
Because it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. This is the kind of swimsuit everybody wants to wear and look hot in.
Yeah.
And it is a one piece, but it is very fitted and sexy and cut to perfection.
Totally.
He also used his print in an intelligent way to really flatter the figure. And he even, like, on the print, he made it, like, cinch in at the waist.
Oh, any woman can wear that. Any woman.
Yes, any woman, especially Heidi.
Yeah.
Like, she would love it. And the cover up was so easy to put on and take off, which is what everybody wants. You don't want to spend 3 minutes doing a cover up at the beach. You want it to be easy.
Look at her stomach. Like, look how much that cinches in. Oh my God.
It's
flawed.
perfect.
Yeah.
And it really flatters everything about her. And I feel like everyone wants to look like that, me included.
Me included too. I'll wear that to the beach.
Yeah, and the skirt was just, it was so elegant because the way that she put it on at her waist, it almost looked like it was a dress and it was made to look that way.
Oh.
So I think he really achieved looking good for the pool, but looking good at the cabana, and it looks like it was intentional. And it looks well thought out and like it's supposed to be a look as a dress. And it's supposed to be a look as a swimsuit.
Yeah. What'd you give it out of 10?
10.
10. I gave it 9.5. Just
Swim.
To me, Heidi should be so wrapped and so excited because that will be the standout piece in her line.
Yes.
I want to buy it for... I want my sisters, because we're, the Australian summer's coming up. I want them to wear that in Australia. I just was floored. And I'm so impressed by Rick.
I think I'm actually going to go online and order this one.
I want to order it for myself.
I just gave it away. It's okay. He's the winner.
Oh, he's the winner. Oh, well, it's too bad.
Too
bad. Of course. I was really happy with the judges' decisions this week. And I just look at that. I can't even... He's that pattern. And to do that in the time, it was so well thought. And I just think that at the waist, how it just cinches her in. Any woman can wear that. And I can't critique it because it's just so beautiful, so modern, so fresh. It's still classy, but then someone like Rihanna could still wear it. That's edgy. I'm going to transition and wear it. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I want to just, tape up the balls for a day and wear that to the beach. I love it. Fucking love it.
That was great.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those pieces that, this is what I love about Project Runway, is someone like Rick.
And have you seen that before? No one's seen that before.
Yes. And he came in and he was kind of flying under the radar the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And then he's given this challenge, and look at what he did. It's like everyone's like, oh my God, all of a sudden, who is Rick Villa? He's incredible. We need his pieces.
I just want to touch her around the waist. Oh my God, look, she looks amazing. Yeah.
We love it. Okay, next, we have a few more to talk about, and we're getting close to the end of the episode, so we got to go talk about these last few pieces. So this one is actually by Roberi Para, and I loved his print, his feathers, multicolor feather print on the bathing suit.
Yeah.
I like how it wrapped around the model's body.
Yeah.
I was not as much of a fan of the bottom half of the bathing suit as the top half.
Yes.
I think it kind of came up almost too high on her hips.
Yeah.
Which made it less sexy. And also, he shouldn't have put black shoes with this.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't, it just didn't, it looked a lot better when it was zoomed in.
Yeah.
But from far away, I can see why he was close to winning, but he didn't get the win.
Yeah, yeah.
And Nina Garcia mentioned that the print would have been better if it was on a larger scale.
Yes, I agree.
And I think that's right. I did like the use of color. And I think this was really great when it came out on the runway. I'm going to say 8.
Yep.
And it's a swim.
Swim. I gave it a swim, but I gave it a 6 because I thought it was a bit Missoni for Target.
Oh.
Had a very Missoni vibe with the pattern, but I thought it was Missoni for Target. Because it just has that, it's got a little bit of a cheap look to it. And as I said, I love the pattern.
You thought it looked cheap?
I did, actually, I did. I think because what I've done is I've gone and analysed them all up completely close. So after the show's aired, I've zoomed up, seen how it's all made.
Okay.
And up close, it's very cheap looking, to be honest, if you really zoom up to it. From a distance, not so much.
You know what's weird? Actually, when I zoom in, I like it more.
Isn't
I
that
like
funny?
it. I like it. I'm opposite of you
Oh,
because
see-
I think it looks sexier actually on the hips when you
Yeah.
zoom it in. I think I was distracted by the monitor. Maybe it like squished
Yeah,
it.
well, see, I don't know. It's just funny when I saw this. I think what I have a problem with is, I like, for example, like Rick. That is Rick. And when you see Erin, that is Erin. It's clearly their vision. It's clearly them as a designer. But when I think of another designer straight away and think Missoni, I kind of get a bit annoyed because I feel like where is their own identity?
Like who's Roberi?
Yeah. I just think it's Missoni for Target. That's what I
But
think it
he's
is.
been really doing great, so I'm happy that he was in the top 3.
Yeah. I think,
And that he's going to stick around.
Yeah, I would, I gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
I do really like it, but I don't know. I just thought it was Missoni for Target, and that was
Okay.
just my instant thought straight away, and that's my intuitive feeling. So that's what I'm going with, Missoni for Target.
We only have 2 more to discuss.
Ooh.
Here is Sarah Donofrio, and it was just...
Oh, yuck.
It really was like a child's bathing suit on a woman, and that's why it was so disconcerting to look at. The cover-up was just a throwaway.
Yeah.
Nothing. The print was literally a sketch of a woman laying on a beach towel.
Yuck.
And now, wait a minute, the sketch is cool. It's just used incorrectly.
I mean, fine, no, but it's just so conventional. It's just so, of course, like, seen it before. She's going to the beach, and I don't like it.
But if you're going to do a print of a girl on a beach towel at the pool, make it bigger so you can see what the heck's going on.
I disagree. I just think it's just, a taste problem, and it's a bit cheesy.
No, I mean, if it's going to be cheesy, make it really awesomely cheesy. Like, make it a big print of it so you can see, like, the woman. Like, do a one piece and just have the woman on the beach on the one piece.
But it's so not Heidi, is it? Like, it's not Heidi at all, is it?
No, it's not Heidi at all. It's not really sexy. In fact, it's
cheap.
opposite of sexy. Even though this model is beautiful, she did her best to sell it. But it's just, it really falls flat. And it makes it look like the woman wearing it is crazy.
Yes.
Because it's like, do you want to look like a child? Do you have, like, daddy issues? What the heck's going on?
It reminds me of when I used to catch a bus to the beach when I was a younger kid. And, bit dangerous sometimes on the bus back in the days. And, she looks a bit methy on the bus. And, don't sit near her. We're all going to the beach.
Don't sit next to her because she could be a little off.
And if a model like that can't make it look good,
then forget it.
then forget it.
Nobody's going to look good
Yeah,
at it.
if this beautiful, stunning model can't even make it look good, then, yeah, good luck. So I'm so glad Sarah went home.
She is out.
I've never been a Sarah from the start. I thought just mediocre, bland. Yeah, didn't...
She was very forgettable.
Yeah.
I think that hopefully in her life, she is able to take what she learned from the show and do something else. But I feel like she's just going to end up being like selling things on Etsy. It's not...
Yeah.
I don't see her working for a major fashion brand.
Maybe, but it's always hard because some people excel under the pressure, and then other people, because it is a competition.
Or she could do a children's line,
Maybe, yeah.
actually. This looks like a children's collection. And the last designer today, did you say what you wanted? Did you finish saying?
Well, who cares? 3.
Okay.
3. Sarah's
who
gone.
cares? Who cares,
I don't care
Sarah?
about Sarah. Yes, it's
Bye.
3. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, bitch.
Bye. Okay. Tasha Henderson. I thought she had a better design to begin with in the workroom, and then she's like, she had an interesting shaped top with these like points. Heidi didn't like the points.
Yeah.
Okay, but then you just change the proportion or something. You don't have to totally scrap it.
Yeah.
This was literally scraps. It was just, I have this print that I made. I'm going to make a triangle bikini top that doesn't even fit right.
Yeah.
And some normal bikini bottoms and like a robe. And give her gladiator sandals.
Yeah.
It's all wrong. To me, this was definitely sync. And thank God she had a sexy model. I mean, the model's amazing. But you can tell even the model was like, what the heck is this crap?
I know, right?
So I give it a sync. It's like a 2.
Do you backstage when you're a model like laugh and stuff? But oh my God, I have to wear this.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Every time. Like, and I mean, you know when you're working for a designer that's really good, even if it's kind of wacky, you know it's like a concept.
Yeah.
So you're not really making fun of it too much because it's just like...
It's an art piece.
You could tell that it's art.
Yeah.
This ain't art.
Yeah. And she looks a bit gothic as well. And the top is just, she looks like a pubescent, because she is very flat chested, but she looks like a pubescent boy.
No, don't say that about her. You mean because of the top?
It's because of the top. No, because obviously, I think women are beautiful in all shapes and sizes, whether you've got E's or A's. But like for her shape and stuff, it makes them look even smaller than they are.
It's the opposite of flattering.
It's the opposite of flattering, because she's, got a stunning body, but she does have smaller boobs, and you don't want to accentuate them. You want to push them up and bring them up, girl. And I just did not think about Heidi at all, did not think about the model, did not think about where she was going, and you were just very lucky to be safe. You were just lucky that Sarah really fucked herself in the ass.
I never thought that this was at the beach. I never pictured it like where you would wear it to. It was just like, ew, next. She's
a girl at the beach that's walking around in circles and talking to herself. Another one that's on a bit of a druggy, but,
Oh, no.
But, that's why I'm just happy that Sarah went. And, as I said, you need to lift your game next week because otherwise...
Yeah, and Tasha's very talented. This just wasn't her challenge, and she...
Well, swimwear, it's hard, yeah.
I think Tasha's going to stick around and wow us. So, all right, guys. Well, we will be recapping next time, and thank you for watching and listening to our crazy recap every time of Project Runway.
Totally, and I just hope that the designers next week, they make me ooh.
Instead of ew.
Ooh. So thank you so much, guys. You can find me on the Twitter, on the tweet at dambabic with an _. And then find me on Instagram at dambabic. Tweet me or Instagram me your thoughts on today's episode. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. We love comments.
Yes. Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
And you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at The Runway Queen. Thanks for watching.
I've had so much fun with you, The Runway Queen.
Yeah.
AFTERBUZZ TV. AFTERBUZZ TV. AFTERBUZZ TV.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.